If the guarantee system in Love and Deepspace still feels confusing, you're definitely not alone. When I first started playing, I kept hearing terms like pity, 50-50, and guarantee, and honestly, it felt a little overwhelming at first. So in this video, we're going to slow everything down and walk through it together. No complicated explanations, just a clear and simple way to understand how the system works. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to check if you're guaranteed and how that guarantee carries over between banners. Let's start with the foundation of the system, which is something called pity. Pity is basically the game's way of helping you if luck hasn't been on your side. In Love and Deepspace, every 10 pulls guarantees at least one 4-star memory. But the bigger mechanic happens with 5-star memories. If you keep pulling and don't get a 5-star memory, the game slowly increases your chances until you eventually reach the maximum pity. And the absolute maximum number of pulls needed to get a 5-star memory is 70. So even if luck isn't cooperating, the system ensures that a 5-star memory will appear within those 70 pulls. Now here's an important detail that helps a lot when planning across events. All limited banners share the same pity counter. That means if a banner ends and your pity is already at, for example, 57 pulls, the next limited banner will continue from 57 pulls instead of starting over. So your progress toward a 5-star doesn't disappear. Rerun banners work in a similar way, but they have their own shared pity counter, separate from the regular limited banners. Now let's talk about what happens when you actually pull that 5-star memory. When you get a 5-star from a limited banner, there is a 50% chance that it will be the featured limited memory, but there is also a 50% chance that it could be a standard 5-star memory, the ones you can also get from the permanent banner. This situation is what players usually call losing the 50-50. But the good news is that the system protects you after that. If your 5-star pull ends up being a standard memory instead of the limited memory, your next 5-star memory is guaranteed to be the limited one. And that guarantee does not reset when the banner changes. It carries over to the next limited banner. So how do you know whether you're currently guaranteed? The key is to look at the last 5-star memory you obtained from wishing. To check this, go to the wish screen, tap the magnifying glass icon, then open History and select All. From there, scroll through your pulls until you find the most recent 5-star memory. That one memory tells you everything about your current guarantee status. And if you enjoy these kinds of Love and Deepspace breakdowns and discussions, consider subscribing. This channel is really just a calm space where we can slow down, talk through events together, and make decisions that feel good for our time and our diamonds. Now, here's the simple rule. If the last 5-star memory you pulled was a standard memory and not part of a limited banner, then you are currently guaranteed. That means the next time you reach a 5-star pull, whether it's this limited banner or the next one, it will be the limited memory. But if the last 5-star you pulled was already a limited banner memory, then the next time you reach a 5-star, the system goes back to the 50-50. So there's a 50% chance you'll get the limited memory, and a 50% chance you'll get a standard one. And if you do lose that 50-50 and pull a standard memory, then your next 5-star becomes guaranteed to be the limited one again. Because this guarantee carries across all limited banners, it becomes a really powerful tool for planning. Once you know what your last 5-star was, you can instantly tell whether you're on a 50-50 or a guarantee. And if you've ever wondered how the wish system actually works behind the scenes, especially things like pity and precise wish, the next video on your screen will help a lot. In that video, I walk through the system step by step and share a few practical tips for planning your pulls, especially if you're playing free to play. Just tap the video on your screen and I'll see you there.